So, launch. Oh, whoops. At least I didn't gain any more terror for being here. Something soon will appear in my lodgings. I don't know if that means I need to be in London or not. And I need to go more or less straight south, but I'm not going through fog. I want to see anything that might come for me. Oh, okay, the fog's gone. So I'm going to go a little bit to the left. Like, I don't know, I don't want to go straight down. I really, really don't. So, because I don't know what that thing is. Like, the fact that I ran into it once means that it can randomly spawn. And I know that it can randomly spawn here. Which means I just want to be out of here. So let's find where in the world this is, down here. There's the Chapel of Lights. I don't really have anything to do there. Like, I could sacrifice my crew to carry on his quest, but I don't really want to do that either. I don't know. I'm too nice. I really don't want to, like, just be sacrificing people for the sake of it. Oh, come on. Wait, this buoy isn't helping my tower? Oh, it's not. Huh. Okay. Discover Nuccio. 50 fragments gathered. Pretty soon I'm gonna have trouble getting fragments. Am I close? Oh, okay, I found it, but it's, yeah. But I really have to go through this fog. Oh, wow. Man holding a rat. Batsy Air and Bowden's Vermin. McMaster's Haven. Interesting. And does this not have a pot name, maybe? Oh, and another whirlpool. I might as well get the name of this thing. The Finknodal Vortex. Oh. Interesting. And nope, port doesn't have a name. Well, I guess it might be the McMaster's Haven, but whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Seabat one more time, just to check if there's anything else out here I'm missing. Because I apparently missed this. Nope. Do not return, Cinder. Wow, okay. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rat's eyes. The ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Go to the postman's tavern. The inky blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Explore along the beach. There's a long stretch of shell dotted with wash-up kegs and barrels and smaller flotsam. Assemble a port report. You may not be very familiar with the locals yet, but you can provide a preliminary overview. Okay, friendships with postmen no more than 0. What? Learned in postal secrets no more than 7. Huh. Okay. Surface details. Looks like I might be able to get a better detailed report later. There's a statue in the middle of the island, that's hard to miss. There's the way everyone wears a uniform and the way they call each other by their ranks in the postal service. There's the way the port authorities refer to regulations. There's the jargon, the curious habit of referring to any used up thing as cancelled, as though the whole world were made of stamps. You write about vestigial bureaucracy and about trappings of order retained far from home. Okay. Postman's Tavern, warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. The inky blotter, lit by 2 roaring fires, one at either end of the room. The bartender is in postman's uniform, like almost all of the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. Listen in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. No more than 3. That's why the local currency consists of rats. 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale. 3 strings for wine. 5 for the tolerable brandy under the bar. That's about the big statue in the center of the island. If there were a guidebook for visitors, it would have to be the first entry. Ask how they all occupy themselves all day. Walker and dead letters. No more than 0. There must be more than this. Okay, so listen to the tall tales. Amazing what you get for a penny stamp. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance. Letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open. The The servants they bribed, the delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It is hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of the mail or the recipients. Stands to reason if the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person. Reflects the hairless postwoman. Huh. Interesting. I'm kind of confused what was going on here. Anywho. And then, asked why the local currency consists of rats, the hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mythilessly. Or maybe it's just a lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit. She says, then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue, like Yuletide decorations, in prayer to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd guess this is a story they often tell to newcomers. Okay. Ask why the hairless postwoman is hairless. I think I'll pass for that one at the moment. Yeah, I think I'd rather ask about the statue. Legacy of some interestingly explosive package, maybe? Yeah, statue. Oh, that. It's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled for more of an explanation than that. Though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all. That it used to have a different face and a more old-fashioned outfit. Okay, ask why she's hairless. No, she says, Kurt. Not pleased you asked. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nucio. Fox paws. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postwoman is glaring at you. Oh, I lost one friendship. Fair enough, fair enough. And ask how they occupy themselves all day. There must be more than this. Dead letter office. Big building. Center of town. Hard to miss. You can walk there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. Huh. Invited to serve. Interesting. And just to get it up one more, let's ask about tall tales. Accepted by the locals. Ask to borrow a uniform. If you're to fit in here, you'll need one. Look but not touch, though polite, even apologetic about your request. You're welcome here and welcome to take shifts at the dead letter office, but you cannot wear the uniform unless you were a postal employee back in fallen London. Regulations. Blunt Thomas lets you have a look at his uniform jacket at least. Neat stitching, gilded buttons, a thin but dignified circle of braid at the collar. Inside, a patch that goes over the heart, stitched with 6 red letters. You can't read it, but it makes your eyes itch and your scalp feel like burning. Interesting. Accepted by the locals. Back to the docks. Okay, try a shift. Yep. Yeah. There is a sign of a cancel stamp over the door. Extensive tour. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business. A much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine manned, ratted, by a postal rat. A rat is Faber in a pinstripe hat. Okay, so they do seem to be intelligent, but I guess I should have guessed that by now. It shoves sludge damp letters into the machine's hopper, and they come out dry, clean, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality of paper. Working shifts. Quality. Oh, hello, a postal rat. Shift work in the dead letter office. One has various possible occupations here. None could be described as fast-paced. Offer employment to the postal rat's niece. He asks it as a favor, and she sounds well-trained and eager. Huh. Oh, you can't do it. Motivating friendships. Huh. He asks the postal rat for a key to the basements, and I need 6 friendships. There are doors in the dead letter office that you've never seen open. Surely you can be trusted? Accept responsibility for an envelope of heavy cream paper. Surely the sender was someone of consequence. Converse with the postal rat. Why doesn't it make a machine like this one back in London? might lead to fewer dead letters in the first place. End your shift, return to the rocks. You are finished here for now. Man the collections window. Better chance of meeting people. Slightly better. Huh. Okay. Make a study of what goes on in the back room. The machinery looks interesting. Huh. Okay. Converse with the postal rat. Regulations. Oh, no, that wouldn't be permitted at all. There are strict rules about the initial handling and sorting of post. An experimental machine might mangle the letters. It's only the dead material that is unimportant enough to be entrusted to the Ratus Feber. Huh. His voice isn't bitter, but he twists a coil so hard that it springs sideways out of the machine and pings off your shoe. Ah. Okay then. Got one more friendship. Trusted in Nuncio. Okay. Let me see. Oh, ask the postal rat for a key to the basement. Surely you can't be trusted. No trouble at all. He's surprised by the request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one ever asks for a key, but he'll cut you a new one. Just be careful in there and come out if you start to feel wrong. Authorized to backroom access. Oh, open the back rooms. Oh, the key is warm in your pocket. Okay. Sure. Deep and deeper. You had expected a few shelves of supplies, more flies of letters. A few years older? No, it is a pit. So deep that lantern light does not show the bottom. A spiral walkway descends along its wall, and that spiral opens wider as it goes, as if you were looking through the narrow end of a very large shell. Huh. Lining with this wall are shelves and nooks unevenly sized. Some are a few inches square and contain single scrolls of papyrus. Others support crates bigger than coffins. They're made of woody fungus grown to meet requirements. There are no marks of carpentry or any of the postal rat's handiwork. 3 turns down the spiral and you can't breathe. Time to leave. You can come back later, maybe. 5 terror intercurrents. London postal secrets. Explore of the lower basements. Huh. Basement custodian. Interesting. Tell the postal rat about the basement findings. Gives you something new to chat about. Make a further solitary exploration of the basement. Perhaps you were hasty to leave earlier. It can't be so very bad. Okay, I'll ask him about it. Troubled but not surprised. They say that's been there since before we came, before there were Londoners in the Neath, before there was a dead letter office, there was someone else, and they built the last layer on top of what was there before, and so on. When you press him a little further, he says, I've been down there, didn't like it much, but I wanted to test my machine, thought it could handle some of the very old dead letters. That would be a good sign, you know, evidence the machine was in working order, good, strong sorting categories and so forth. He pauses. Those letters down there that set your hair on fire if you so much as look at them. See the bald patch on my left leg? That wasn't a machine accident. Oh no, that singed right off as soon as I put my nose into one of them letters. Extraordinary implication. Okay. Occurrence. Okay, familiar with the flaming letters. And it can't go higher than 5 with friendships. Okay, tell of terror. Okay, descend into the basement with flame. Interesting. Properly equipped candles for the way and a flare for the bottom. Okay. Let me see. Shops. Nope, can't buy it here. Oh well. Let me see. Dead letter office. I guess I can offer work for the niece. Offer employment to the postal rat's niece. He acts as a favor. She sounds well trained and eager. Strongest possible recommendation. The postal rat is grateful and says so at length and in a variety of ways. Only so much work to go around on Nuncio. She keeps asking to assist me here, but as you can see, a gesture at heaps of loose gears and unhooked chains. I hardly require any assistance. My research is at so delicate a stage, but she's an excellent worker, very bright, like her mother. Okay, and you want someone to take a look inside that? Okay, assistants are essential for use of the pneumatic rat delivery service. So, okay, I want to check out what that did. Is she in my hold now? Cool, she's not. I'm glad. So, oh, usable in combat. Repels 10 whole damage instantly. So, like... Give me a second. Are these guys permanently usable? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Huh. Like, I don't know. It seems kind of cool if it just does something. Oh, pneumatic rat cinder. Repels 10 whole damage instantly. Okay. Like, does it use them up? Because, like, if I can heal 10 whole every 3 seconds, that's, like, no way that's gonna happen. So, yeah. I don't know. Either way, story, Nuncio. Time to actually use up a thing. Oh, wait, did I already do it? Descend into the basement of Mio's orange contraptions. Divert light, illuminate what has been dark for a long time. No thanks. Yeah, I'd rather come back with candles. 5 candles. That's fine. Okay, make a study of what goes on in the back room. Okay. 5 candles and a flare. I should be able to do that later. Okay, and... Explore the beach. Shifty going. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. Nuncio Beach. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letter or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them, as far as you can see in this blackness carried by a powerful current. Collect material for the dead letter office. That's where all this flotsam belongs, so it can be sorted. Take surroundings. Perhaps there is some evidence of the great hollowness underneath these shores. Wait. Propagation. More than 0. Away. Take surroundings. Evidence of the great hollowness underneath these shores. Huh. Let's try it. Depth below. Striking the ground causes the stone to shift and rattle. It is hard at first to hear anything more than that, but if you try long enough and strike hard enough, the whole beach shivers like the surface of a drum. The flotsam letters quiver and align themselves in concentric circles around the point of impact. The next wave brings ashore 3 or 4 times the usual freight. Huh. Interesting. So it seems that it's bringing the letters from underwater, or from under the area, and having them wash up. Interesting. Okay, will of its own. You make your way along the shore with a big sack. Many of the envelopes are too damp to read. The address is permanently lost, but a surprising number are still legible. There are also parcels. Here and there is a crate, a message in a wine bottle, a sealed cask that has bottled up out of a shipwreck. Your sack ought to get heavy with all these contents, but it pulls upwards and away, straining inland towards the dead letter office like an unmanageable dog. Huh, you now have 1 dead post. It learns secrets hasn't changed because it's higher than 1. Okay, did I do it again? Yeah, apparently. Will of its own. Thank you? Like, what's... 1 second, let's just go there. Like, why can I collect infinite of these? Bell chimes above the door. The fellow manning collections looks awake for half a second when you come in until he realizes you're here to relieve him. Okay. Feed your undeliverable letters into the sorting machine. Claiming Hopper waits. Huh. Okay. Oh, after prolonged 52 categories. After prolonged rolling, the machine begins to distribute 7 invitations edged in gilt into the correspondence of the aristocracy slot. 2 oversized parcels probably containing books to the books tray. 1 stamped bronze tablet that drops with a clang into the bin-marked First City. Also watches all this with an air of satisfaction. Friendships above 3. Worker and dead letters above 2, and I lost 1 dead post. Okay. I'm assuming these don't... Yeah, just the same thing. Okay. Well... I'm assuming, like, me having them doesn't do anything, yeah. Whatever, I'm just gonna deliver them because I don't have a reason not to. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that was a thing. Ninja shift. Okay, and I think I'm done here? Ask to borrow a uniform, trade war stories about your shift work. You know how to fit in. Okay. Talk about the caverns below the dead letter. Someone must know or be curious. Perhaps not. You don't get far into your questions before the hairless postwoman stands up and goes over to the fire, holding herself tightly. She is whispering, nothing coherent. Fire, clean, smooth, down to the bone. No excuse, smooth, smooth, little black hairs. Still your tongue, says Blunt Thomas. Okay. Interesting. Trade war stories about your shift work. Common ground, the parcels you've weighed and entered in logbooks, the things that oozed out of them. The postmen are delighted by your incredulity and shock. The civilian finally understanding the full horror of the post. They have stories even worse than those, let me tell you. Hang on a moment. Postmaster Scritch, we've all heard your rubbery lump story already. It's nothing to the home colony pickles. Pickled what is what I want to know. Huh. What about the soothing Cooper crate and how we had to scrape the bits off the masonry? Do you remember? Huh. Interesting. The night runs late. This is really interesting. Back to the dots. Like, thing is, it's interesting because it's really easy to get them to like you. Like, you can lower it, sure, but like, there's no real penalty for anything I've done here. Well, okay, if I keep trying to go into the basement, there might be penalties, but that'd be it. Okay. So I think I'm done here. Yeah. That's my fuel and supplies at. They're fine. I think I'm gonna end here, but let me just check what's around here. I might want to go by EOM for the magician guy, and I might want to go to Khan's Shadow for the other guy. What's the Empire of Hands again? Oh yeah, that's the spider place, isn't it? Yeah. That's about it. I might want to go to the Shalante to buy romance novels for the Sisterhood. I can do quite a bit around here, but I'm going to end here or else I'll be here for forever. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in for the next one. Peace.